Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with what's gonna happen this episode. I'm dreading it, and there's just this dread that is pouring all over my body. I'm hot, sickly sweet. All right. Come on! What's the hold up, guys? You know you want to do, or you know what to do. Cast your ballot. No, there's still more. Yes, quite much more. Huh? More? More what? Did nothing strike you as off about Fukawa's story? No. It had to have. There's no way it couldn't have. Huh? What do you mean, off? There was Higeku's attack, then Fukawa's attack, but the case doesn't end there. We have other evidences. It doesn't end there? How do you not know that? You were there. Oi, Fukawa, give us your testimony one more time. Everything that happened after you passed out. As airheaded as these Nimrods may be, even they should be able to catch on, hearing it a second time. Roger, darling! There's still more to this case? To the case? How do you not know this, though? It's a huge... There was a huge mess. Anyway, then, who does that make the culprit? Okay, no, we're doing, yeah. Alright. Alright. I was catching some Z's, and Ogre shook me awake. Ogre shoe. And Basher at the bottom. You got it. Ogre got gored. And where did you strike, Ogami? Same place I woke up. I did her by the magazine rack. Okay, alright, so I need to, the problems we're up against is whether the second blow is what actually ended Ogami's life. As I recall, however, Ogami passed away there, didn't she? Yeah, sitting on the couch. Oh, okay. It's weird how we don't just get to conclusions. It's like we have to kind of have to take it every single detail into account, I suppose. Which seems normal, but I'm complaining anyway. There we go. That's what she sounded like. No, don't tell me otherwise. You know she sounded that way. You just heard it. I'm not just making silly noises. I also do that. Oh, he passed away sitting on the couch. If the blow she suffered in front of the magazine rack was the cause of death, then how did she get there? Maybe she just bled out, or it took a while. About time you realized. Easy! That homicidal maniac is lying. You really knocked Ogre while she was sitting down, didn't you? Well, how about it? No. She's undoubtedly struck in front of the rack. Anyone who saw the scene would agree with me. There is blood in a pool in front of the rack. He's right about that. There's some pretty clear evidence that she was attacked. Okay, right. There you go. A+. She was attacked near the magazine rack. The blood in front of the rack is all the evidence you need for that. Couldn't Genocider just have moved Ogre's body after killing her? Ogre's pretty big, and Genocider's pretty small. That way, it looked like I was the killer, since she was sitting down when I whacked her. Whoa, hold your horses. I can't carry anything heavier than these Jenna scissors. I think that's how you maybe. There's no effing way I could move that monstrous mass, muscle. Then, what the hell, dude? So, are you still going to try to tell me there isn't anything else to this case? But besides, we still haven't answered this murder's biggest question, how the sealed room was constructed. Until we've solved that mystery, we can't say we've solved this case. How she constructed the sealed room, easy. After killing Sakura, Fukawa got back into the locker. Gotcha. She was hidden in the locker until you guys broke the seal. Well, we already said no to that, right? Did the music just change? It's like some funky drum or something going on now. Was that happening before? Okay, alright. Then she took advantage of the confusion to slip out of the locker and into the crowd. No, I don't think that's how it happened. The reason Fukawa couldn't have been hiding in the locker until we broke the seal is because the locker was too small. I was in the locker. I saw it. I was in the locker. You were there with us, Asahina, before I broke the rec room door's window, so you would have seen that the locker was already open. There's no way Fukawa could have been hiding in there between then and when we broke into the room. Then where was she hiding, dude? She wasn't there. Beats me. Anyway, that's all this. What's all this about a sealed room? You're the culprit, man. You could not know. How could you not know? How could you not know? Maybe like I'm not the culprit or something. You're lying. She isn't lying. As I've been saying, there's still more to this case. But if Genocider ain't the culprit, that means the blow to her head isn't what killed Ogre. And what of it? There isn't any other explanation for how she died. Are you sure you haven't just overlooked some other possibility? Overlooked some other possibility. Assuming her cause of death is something else, it would have to be poison. I think. It could not be. Ogre shoot. Okay, right. Wasn't the blow? Then what did kill her? There's no other possibilities. Her cause of death was the wound on her head, nothing else. So it's back to being on me? Okay, well, we have to... Yeah. If there's any clues as to what caused her death, there's to be a place where... I think this is what I have to do. Oh, hold on. There we go. No? Okay, well, what was it? What the heck, Negi? Butt out! Think carefully. There's a contradiction somewhere. There has to be. Okay, well, what does it want me to fire at it? I guess maybe it's in the Monokuma file? Maybe? I mean, he did say it was written down, but I didn't think it was in the... Oh, I'm gonna be surprised at what he says, unless I'm like, oh yeah! It does say that in there. Monokuma file says that Ogami had... See? Just what I said. Just what I said. Oh yeah, I did say that in there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, and then it's gonna go to the poison foot. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I do that. Could that possibly have something to do with how she died? Probably. There were even traces of it left on her corpse. She could have just bit her cheek or her tongue when she was hit on the head. If she had just bitten herself, the Monokuma file surely wouldn't have said she had vomited blood. It would have said she spit up blood. Furthermore, there weren't any cuts or bite wounds inside her mouth. You are very thorough, lady. You... Go ahead and check inside my mouth. I didn't put my finger in my mouth. You investigated that closely? Damn, girl. You must love you some dead bodies. I don't think it was anything like that. It's not the dead bodies I'm interested in. Just solving mysteries. She just loves solving mysteries. But dude, if she didn't bite the inside of her mouth, then what made her puke blood? It would have to be something that occurred initially. Chances are. Internally, not. I'll make words up. Sakura Ogami was murdered by poisoning. She was poisoned? Yeah. Precisely. And I don't want and don't waste your time questioning it. After all, I'm the one who reached that conclusion. You're hot. She was poisoned. That's stupid. Of course he'd say that. Don't believe it? Then allow me to explain just how the culprit got Ogami to take the poison. You think you can explain it? Damn right I do. Let's get started. Silence, all of you, listen quietly. My white knight speaks. You're the loudest of everyone, man. A key to this mystery lay in the chemistry lab on the 4th floor. Huh? Got the rec room. That means I could have found it too. The kind of fool who throws up the white flag at being evicted from the scene would never do such a thing. Any such a thing. Well, you're not wrong. There is a large cabinet in the chemistry lab in which a plethora of chemicals regions are stored. I found this there. Is that poison? It's a particular potent poison, but if you ingest enough, you'll die. It's not a particular potent poison, but if you die, you'll die well enough. Yeah. But the properties of the poison are irrelevant. What matters is where I found this container. Where was it? The chem lab cabinet is divided into 3 sections labeled A, B, and C, respectively. Cabinet A contains nutrients, Cabinet B, reagents, and Cabinet C, poisons, and other hazardous chemicals. Then, you found that poison in Cabinet C, right? Wrong. Oh, did I now? I think I know where Togami found that poison. As I recall, I found that bottle. In the same cabinet as the nutrients and stuff, which would be A. A+, as a matter of fact. That bottle of poison was inside cabinet A, wasn't it? I thought cabinet A was supposed to be for nutrients and stuff like that. Curious, isn't it? Why would a bottle of poison have found its way into cabinet A with the nutrients? Why indeed, dude? Because this is a byproduct of the culprit switching things around. What do you mean? This is what I mean. I couldn't believe my eyes. He's pretty damn sure that's not poison. He's pretty damn sure. Togami had brought the bottle of poison to his lips. What? My white knight? We could do nothing but stand there and watch the unexpected series of events unfold before our eyes. But the man at the center of it all just pressed forward, his usual calm demeanor unbroken. Disgusting. It tastes like protein. Dios mio. I don't know. Dios mio? Yeah. Dios mio. Dios mio. My white knight's in trouble. You need some water, quick! Just drinking the powder's gotta be held on your throat. Dumbass. We need to make him barf up the poison first. That taste does make me want to vomit. High quality, my ass. Huh? What you talking about, dude? Protein. What else? Protein? Togami, could I see that bottle, please? Certainly, by all means. Throw it. Oh, unless they're standing next to each other. Maybe they are. Yuri took the bottle from Togami and scooped a bit of the powder out with her fingers. And then put it in her mouth. It is protein. Huh? Indeed, there wasn't poison in that bottle, but protein powder. Conversely, where did the poison that should have been in the bottle end up? Wasn't it all over the floor? What was all over the floor? There was protein powder in the poison bottle. So, flipping things around, what container was the poison? I have no idea! Probably the shaker that was on the floor, right? What? Oh, well, I can't use it. No, it's not. Oh, I was trying to hit an O. I thought I hit an O. What the shit? Okay, whatever. What are you doing? I'm missing is what I'm doing. That's what I was doing. I was missing. I thought I was just like putting in a word that because of course it was protein. But like whatever. I was missing. My bad. Could the poison have been put into the protein container? Since there was protein powder in the poison bottle, isn't it possible the opposite is also true? Exactly. The protein container and the poison bottle had their respective contents swapped. The protein powder was placed in the poison bottle and the poison into the protein container. With that in mind, it shouldn't be hard to see how the culprit got Ogami to ingest the poison. I thought it was in the candy. For real? By giving Ogami a certain something found at the scene of the crime, they got her to take the poison. Something at the crime scene. The protein container that was on the floor. Is the thing the culprit gave Ogami the protein container? Not just any protein container, one with poison inside. Okay, so I'd also like to point out that It's possible Togami and Fukawa didn't even know about the poison, because Asahina and Sakura were the ones who came to us about the poison, and were like, oh hey, there's poison next to the protein. Not just any protein container, one with poison inside. Huh? That's how they got her to ingest the poison, and that's how her real cause of death. Oh yeah, dude. Ogre did like to talk about how protein can cure anything, except poison. So after she took those blows to the head, she decided to take some protein to help her get better. But the container she was given had poison in it, not protein. And I know exactly who it was who performed the swap. I think I do too, but I might be surprised. Seriously? Who did it, dude? There was clear evidence as to who did it, left in the chemistry lab. He means the footprints. The evidence he's talking about could only be that the thing we found in the cabinet. Right? Well, your train of thought is moving in the right direction. It just hasn't reached its destination. Oh, I'm not getting support. What? Things we found in front of the cabinets. Yeah? Oh, well, okay, yeah, alright, yeah, I'm an idiot. The footprints left in front of the, yeah. Sorry, it was one down. In front of the cabinets, alright, yeah, the footprints. That's the evidence you're saying points to the person who switched the poison and the protein, isn't it? When I visited the chemistry lab this morning, there were no such footprints there. Which means they were left around the time of the murder and are therefore connected to this case. Furthermore, the footprints were in front of the cabinet, A, where the protein-filled poison bottle was found. Did Sakura kill herself? I mean, I don't know. It seemed weird. Okay, well, maybe I don't know anything. We'll see. In all likelihood, the culprit accidentally left them when performing the exchange at Cabinet A. And with footprints as clear as those, it's a simple task to determine whose they are. I'm going to check everyone's shoes right here, right now. That will tell us exactly. All right. Okay, here we go. This is what I thought. This is what I was dreading. They're mine. Those footprints. They're mine. Asahina? You're gonna figure it out anyway. So I'm better off just telling you myself. Then, the one who killed Ogre was... I'm so mad. I am so mad. I am so mad. She better have the best. I'm so mad. Why would she do that? That's how I felt at the end of the last episode. And it was like, okay, well, let's do some more stuff. And maybe it's not her, okay. And then just as soon as I started believing, oh, okay, well, maybe there's more to it. Maybe it's not her. No, yeah, no, it's her. All right, yes, I did. I killed Sakura. I suspected as much. No matter how you look at it, those footprints were made with tennis shoes. And the only people here who wear tennis shoes are... Tennis shoes. The only people who wear them are... me and Asahina, probably. Asahina and I are the only ones. I get it. That's why you knew. That's why you checked my shoes. And chances are these footprints belong to you, don't they, Negi? No, they don't. Then give me your shoes and let me compare foot size. If the footprints weren't yours, then the only other possibility was Hina. And while we're on the subject, since the class trial began, Asahina has been acting rather unusual. She's been pushing unusually hard to get us to cast our ballots. She wanted us to rush our decision, so the blame for her crime would fall on someone else. That's clear now. I can't believe that. Neither can I. What's so unbelievable about it? Because she loves Sakura. I thought, or at least she acted like she loved Sakura. Like, I shipped them so hard. Like, I was like, yeah, you know, Sakura and Asahina forever. Yeah, but now she went and killed her. Maybe it was a crime of passion. I mean, Asahina and Ugami, we're good friends. This is exactly what gave her this chance. Ugami wouldn't even bat an eye at protein given to her by her good friend Asahina. Asahina exploited their so-called friendship. She used it to deceive the victim, Ugami, and continue using it to try to deceive us as well. That was one hell of a dirty trick you pulled, Asahina. Is it true, Asahina? Did you really kill Ugami? And if so, why? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? When I found Sakura in the rec room, her head all hurt and bloody, she asked me to bring her some protein. But then, I was in the chem lab, going to get it for her, and the idea just popped into my head. I could kill her now, you thought, didn't you? So you swapped the two bottles, contents, and gave her the protein container with the poison in it. When I did, Sakura, she drank it all in one big gulp. And then she... Hold on. I can't accept that. God, don't tell me you bought into this whole she wouldn't kill her friend nonsense too. Have you still not gotten it through your thick skull? This game does not operate on your ideals. I mean, okay, so we still have evidence, which is Sakura's shoe that has poison on it, right? So how did she get the poison on her shoe if it was solely Asahina? Naive dogmas like friendship hold no grounds here. This is a game of wits, of securing the spot atop the hill. There's not one person who would sacrifice himself for another. In the end, every man thinks only of himself. Okay, every man, mayhaps. But I bet you're about to be proven wrong. Just as that woman sacrificed Ugami for her own sake. But that as it may, be that as it may, not but that as it may, I still can't accept it. You're still holding out. Don't get me wrong, I'm not being sentimental here. I simply can't accept that when certain questions have been left unanswered. Can't accept that one. You mean the sealed room? Asahina, if you truly are the culprit, then tell me. Then tell me this. How did you construct that sealed room? Who cares about that? Just because I'm the killer doesn't mean I have to come clean about everything. I'm not saying that, but I am curious as to the reason you can't tell us. Don't tell me. You're trying to say Asahina isn't the murderer. And if I am? Preposterous. Knowing she swapped the protein and the poison, there's no room left for doubt. Can you really be so sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it still strikes me as a little odd. What's odd about it? I mean, like, why wouldn't she do anything about such obvious footprints? It's kind of, how should I say it, a little too obvious. I agree. It's almost as though she's asking us to suspect her. Well, I was so nervous I didn't realize that I had left footprints. You didn't realize? Yeah, it's the truth. What more do you want from me? Okay, so that throws her confession out. I mean, I know that happens, that people give, like, bullshit confessions all the time in real life, and a lot of times because the police force it out of them. But I'm gonna drink this here water because my mouth is getting very dry. I look so good drinking water. Is the noises she makes. Hey, Asahina, would you mind going into a little bit more detail? About when you switched the protein with the poison. Why? It's not necessary. Asahina, I'm asking you too. Fine. Do whatever you want. It's already obvious she's the culprit. There are no other suspects. Nobody other than her could have done it. Please begin, Asahina. Start from when you went to the chem lab, if you would. First I went to chem lab, Stop talking. First, I went to cabinet C and got the poison from there. That's when you spilled the powder in front of the cabinet? Yeah. I grabbed one of the poison bottles from the cabinet and it slipped and fell. Got it. Continue. Next, I went to cabinet A and got the protein, and that's where I swapped the two. After I swapped them, I took the poison-filled protein container with me and left the chem lab. But I had accidentally left the protein-filled poison bottle in cabinet A, and because of that, you figured it all out. There, that's everything. Hey, Asahina, based on what you just told us, after taking the poison from cabinet C, you went straight to cabinet A to get the protein, didn't you? In other words, you're saying you walked directly from cabinet C to cabinet A, aren't you? Yeah, I am. But in that case... Alright, here's my thinking, and I'm just gonna throw this out there because I like giving theories, and I'm really gonna have to end this soon anyway. What if Sakura knew that Asahina was poisoning her? Asahina left, Sakura left, or Sakura was poisoned, but not dead because she knew it was gonna take a lot more poison. Got up, went, got more poison, came back, sealed the door, and sat down. That's as good as I can do under these circumstances. Doesn't add up. Asahina, would you please repeat what you just told us? What's up, Maki? You're pretty pushy today, ain't you? God damn it. How long do you plan on dragging this out? Listening to it again isn't going to change anything. How long? That's obvious. Until I've reached the truth. Let the rap battle commence. Okay, so... I went to the cabinet C first. I got the poison. And then you spilled the powder. When I grabbed a bottle from the cabinet, it slipped and fell. Then what happened next? I went from cabinet... Okay, hold on. Because there were, like, 3 sets of footprints, right? I think. Perfect! Asahina, you first went to cabinet C to get the powder, or to get the poison. And that's where you spilled the powder, yes? Yeah, so? And then you said, after that, you walked from cabinet C straight to cabinet A to get the protein. The footprints left in the chem lab don't go from cabinet C to cabinet A. No, they do not. That contradicts what you just told us, doesn't it? Huh? Couldn't she have taken the long way around to hide it? Well, that's initially what I thought as well. Like, she went from the chem lab, but I guess there would still be footprints coming from the cabinet to the other cabinet. Couldn't she have taken the long way around to hide her actual movements? Nope, that's out of the question too. I mean, Asahina just told us. I was so nervous I didn't realize that I had left footprints. That she wouldn't have done that, I guess. Ah! Oi! What's the meaning of this, Asahina? Well... You're lying to us, Asahina. Based solely on the footprints you left, this is what it looks like you did in the chemistry lab. You arrived at the powder. Sorry, you arrived after the powder had been spilled and went straight to cabinet A. In other words, it appears as though whatever you did didn't involve you going to Cabinet C. What? Just... What the hell? What's going on? Furthermore, the footprints aren't the only part of your story. You didn't manage to keep straight. What? Before I get into that, I'd like to press a new piece of evidence. Present. Whatever. New evidence? Preposterous. There couldn't possibly be anything else. Oh, but you're the one who gave it to me. I did? The evidence was hidden inside the poison bottle you gave me earlier. To overlook something so significant, you made a near-fatal mistake here. There, Togami. Was it him? Spit it out. What was in the bottle? Here's what I found. Huh? A shard of glass. It was hidden at the bottom of the bottle. When you drank the powder, Togami, the shard of glass rose to the top, allowing me to find it. Thanks to you, I've solved this mystery. You have my gratitude. What is going on? What is that shard from? What is that shard from, rather? My bad. So you haven't figured it out yet. In that case, Negi, you tell him for me, would you? Huh? Me? Go on, Negi, say it. Where did the shard come from? Irigiri found a shard of light blue glass. The broken window! I seem to recall that thing I broke earlier. Yeah. That's a piece of the rec room's window, isn't it? How? The window. I recall noticing the rec room door window had light blue glass when I broke it earlier. That has to be it. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's exactly why it didn't make any sense. Why would there be a shard of glass from the rec room's window inside the poison bottle? I'm not seeing the problem. There is a problem, though. According to the testimony Asahina just gave us, based on what Asahina just told us, when I broke the rec room's window, the poison bottle would have been in Cabinet A? Yeah, right? Right. She left the poison bottle inside Cabinet A in the chem lab. That's what you said, isn't it? And yet, despite that, the fact that a shard of glass from the rec room's window was found inside it means Hina's been lying? That poison bottle was actually in the rec room. At the very least, it was there until the point the glass had broken, until the room was unsealed. If it wasn't, there's no explanation as to why there was glass from the window inside the bottle. It would be a really cool way to kill Togami. I wonder if the poison was inside of it, and this was all some elaborate plot to kill Togami at the class trial. And then, after the seal on the room was broken, it was returned to the chem lab. Similarly, the protein container we found in the rec room was, more than likely, brought there after the room was unsealed and after Ogami had died. Slow down. You're moving too quickly. I will concede the poison bottle was likely in the rec room when it was sealed. But you can't be so sure the protein container was brought there after the seal was broken. And then there's the fact that Ogami took the poison because it was given to her in the protein container. If the protein container wasn't even there, why did she take the poison? I'll need to go over that as well, yes. But before I do, there's something I'd confirm with everyone first. And that'd be, it has to do with that protein container. After we discovered Ogami's corpse, did anyone bump into or kick the container at any point? What is this? Some kind of leading question? Never mind that, just answer me. I can't say I recall doing any such thing. I didn't kick it. Me either. See above. I didn't kick it either. I see. That's all I needed to know. I was right. The protein container was brought into the rec room after the room was unsealed. Enough with the games. How can you be so certain? How can you declare something I don't understand as a fact? That's one of the dumbest things anyone has ever said. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, I think. Yeah, so it wasn't anyone who okay, well I'm stumped. I'm stumped. Like I was all emotional for no reason. Maybe, unless it still was her, unless it wasn't her, and then it is her, and then it's not her, and then it is her again. I don't know. I thought I figured it out. I thought we all figured it out. I did forget about the poison on the shoe, though. I figured that was going to be part of the explanation that she gave, but it was not at all the story that she told, so I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like. Comment on what you think of the game so far, what you think's going on. You probably all already know. Go check out the other videos I've done, and I will see you soon. No.